What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? I hope y'all don't hear the neighborhood, cause baby, listen, it is at this current time. It is 10:48. All right, I just got through watching Pose. That's what we about to review, and I don't understand. Like the neighborhood was quiet the whole freaking day. Okay, the whole freaking day. The kids are outside playing. I guess because they got the day off and it did warm up just a little bit, they said fuck it. I said I don't understand, but as long as that music ain't on, girl, go ahead and have at it. But anyway, let's get into this episode of Pose, okay? This is Pose season 3, episode 6, something what is it? Something old, something new. Okay, I ain't gonna lie. This episode got to me. It really got to me, and it just set in that next week is really the final episode. It's really the final episode of Pose, okay? Like ever. Like I'm already thinking like I don't care what happens in the final episode. We need to have a Pose movie, okay? And the final episode gonna be 2 hours long, so I'm happy about that. So y'all gonna get, baby. We finna come up on here and we finna cut up next week, okay? For real, cause we gotta go out with a fucking bang, bitch. All right, respect. Give me what respect is due, and this is respect. All right, but anyway, we get up into this episode, and we start off with Pray Tell. So I just gotta accept the fact that they gonna kill my man off. I love me some Pray Tell. Oh my God, they just gonna kill him off. Cause that's what it's looking like. He is in a hospital, and basically one of his eyes, you can see one of his eye is like discolored. It looked like the pupil is blown. You know what I'm saying? And I said, oh my God, don't tell me he going blind. Don't tell me he going blind. And that is exactly what's happening. So whatever, it's like a fungal virus or whatever that's connected to, one of the side effects of AIDS, and he has it. And it's partially making him go blind in his right eye. And so they said at this particular point that this means that you're basically coming to the end with this illness. And I said, ain't this about a bitch? So y'all really are about to kill him off? Excuse me? And the fact of the matter is, Pray Tell is not trying to take that, okay? Because truth be told, a lot of these doctors or whatever, they don't know when they give these diagnoses about, you're gonna die here, you got 6 months to live, you got a couple of weeks to live. They don't know really, because you can't predict the future. And sometimes people live past that time frame that they were given. And that's what Pray Tell was trying to say. Pray Tell, like, listen, y'all done told me I was supposed to live. I had 6 more months to live. I done made it past that time. So what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to accept the fact that you saying that basically the end is coming near. I'm about to go out here and live my life, because that's what I did when y'all told me that I had 6 months and I'm still here doing what? Living. I said, boo, I love that attitude, because, baby, I don't know. If I would have got told that I have a few months to live or a few weeks to live, I don't know, like something like that, depending on how I am, it probably would have depressed me. I would have spent half of the shit that I got left, depressed as shit and sad about it. And then I probably would have picked up at the end, probably when it's a little bit too late to try to just go out here and fulfill what I need to do. I don't know. What would y'all do if y'all was in that situation? It is scary to think about. Somebody putting a time limit on your life, knowing that you're technically, girl, it's a lot. It's a lot. I be thinking about that sometimes. It's scary. But so he goes over there, Blanca's over at his house, and he has sunglasses on, and he's fitting her for a dress and telling her the reason why he really came out here to New York is so that not just to do ballroom and because he's gay, but because he wanted to be in fashion and have his creations on the runway of like Paris and Milan and stuff like that. Is Milan in Paris? Paris, France, Paris, Milan. Girl, yes. No. Milan. Girl, Milan, France. Is that what it is? Milan, France, Paris, France. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. At least I try to correct myself. It's late. But anyway, he want his stuff on the runways, and Blanca had to tell him, I love Blanca's spirit, okay? even though she does a lot with, and she gets on my nerves sometimes with all these trying to be so uplifting, you do need somebody in your corner that's gonna give you that uplifting, pep talk that you need, especially when you're beating yourself down. Bitch, I need somebody like that, okay? Because I be beating myself all the way down, and y'all just don't understand. Gotta be going through it over here. And she be like, you don't need your stuff to be just in ballrooms or whatever, or to just be on some fancy runway. You could put your stuff anywhere. And truth be told, Prey could have had his stuff on the ballroom scene, and the gays run everything, so them things could have been out on the streets already, okay, if he really would have stuck into it. And I think he felt like he had more time, and now that he don't, he want to do more. And then Blanca was like, what's going on with the sunglasses, boo? And he finally took the sunglasses off, and she noticed his eye, and he was like, they say I'm at the end, but I don't want you to tell nobody, because I don't want to take this away from Candy and Angel, okay? Just let me do what I need to do, all right? And he brought out this quilt. It looked like a flag, but it's part of a quilt. It's supposed to be part of a quilt, and it's his name, Pray Tell. And it's supposed to be for when he passes away, to be against part of the quilt for those who passed away from AIDS or whatever. I said, oh no. And so at this point, he just talking about, he was like talking about Costas, and how Costas said he wanted to be memorialized and everything, memorialized or whatever, and how people remember him. And he was like, what am I going to be remembered for? What's going to be my legacy besides just ballroom? Them girls don't love me. Them girls don't know nothing about me no more, whatever. And of course, Blanca had to be there to encourage him and to be like, no, that's not true. Everybody's going to remember you and all this stuff, and you do this and you do that. See, I love it when Blanca is there to uplift spirits, because Pray Tell really did do that. Because, bitch, I would have cried with your ass, and I wouldn't have known what to say at that particular point, because what do you say? Okay. Meanwhile, we got Poppy up here and Bertha. Okay, Poppy and Poppy Jr. They trying to fix some pancakes, and he being a ditty. I said, oh my God, Puppy, Papito. Okay, you look so really cute. I said, oh, and I was just like, this is beautiful. Like, he fits the mold of being a dad. And teaching him how to do the pancakes and bust the eggs open with one hand, getting a little frustrated at him because he's not doing it right, and then Poppy Jr. getting a little sad because he kind of yelled at him or whatever, but still letting him know it's okay and it's cool or whatever and all that stuff. Being a father, I said, that is so great. I knew Poppy wasn't going to fail us, okay? I knew he wasn't going to be an asshole and leave that boy out into the cold. I just knew it. It's just not in his character, and I'm so glad they didn't put that in there like that for him, because I really would have been pissed if they would have switched up on him, okay? Ricky comes over, and, I don't know how long it's been since, him and Angel, Angel walked out, because at this particular point, it had to be at least a month or so, because Bertho is really comfortable with Poppy, and he's calling him Poppy, not just because Poppy said you could call me Poppy because that's what other people call me, but because that's his father. Because at one point, Ricky said right in front of him, look at you with your dad, or you being a father and all this stuff, and Bertho was just like, And so Ricky is over there trying to see what's up with Poppy. He's about to get ready to leave. He's staying over there with Blanca until he leaves to go on tour with Janet, because one of her dancers had to pull out, so he got called in. He was asking, did you see Blanca over there? And then we get this flashback of how Angel, she laying on the bed and she crying about Poppy, throwing the ringer off, because Blanca was like, girl, you playing games. You do want to get married to Poppy, and if it was really done with, you wouldn't have his ring on. She took the ring off, threw it away on the floor, and she was just going through the motions, okay? Her whole thing is, she didn't sign up to be somebody's mom, all right? And that's the whole thing. I understand that, but if you love this man, you can make stuff work. And at one point, Poppy was going to get his final fitting for his tux, for just in case, the wedding actually do happen. And that's why he wanted Ricky to babysit Bertho, okay? Angel, she was over there with Blanca, and she was about to get the phone. She was debating whether or not to put the ring on. She's going back and forth, back and forth. She throws the ring down. She's reaching for the phone. Blanca said, "Don't you call that boy and call that wedding off, because then you're going to regret it." She was like, "I'm not finna call him. I'm finna call my dad." And she was like, "Wait a minute. So you still in communication with your daddy, even though they kicked you out and all that stuff, situation that's going on?" She was like, "Yeah, we've been talking throughout the years or whatever. And, the money that I made on the piers, I gave some of it to him. I always give him money and stuff." I said, "Angel, you better than me, bitch." You better than me, bitch. Okay, I don't care if you help give me life. You help produce me. Okay, you help make me. You know what I'm saying? But you can't accept me for who I am. And then I had to leave your house because you could not accept me for who I am. I'm not about to still take care of you, okay? Because, bitch, you're not taking care of me no more. So why should I take care of you and you don't even fucking like me for who I am? Bitch, it's not that, okay? I just would not be able to do that. I'll have to cut, just like you cut me out, bitch, I'm cutting you off too. Because you can't disrespect me and not accept me, and I'm still paying your bills and shit like that. It don't work like that for me, okay? Some of y'all may be like, but that's your parent. Girl, it just don't work like that for me. I'm just sorry. She goes down there to where he works as, I guess he owns a little corner store, supermercado, okay? And so, he's behind the counter. Angel comes in. So dude was like, "Damn, mommy, how you doing? You looking good." And then you just saw the way he looked. He was just like kind of embarrassed because of the way that she looked. Okay, but then when dude started to hit on her, because she can really pass, when dude tries to hit on her, he was like, "Have some respect. That's my child you talking to, you know?" And so at this point, dude was like, "I didn't know you had a daughter. I only thought you had a son." He was like, "Yeah, get the fuck on." And so he gonna tell Angel, "What you doing down here? You know I don't like you coming up in here like this." I said, "What?" And she was like, "I just need to talk to you about some stuff, you know." And so they was like, "Okay, come on, let's go talk." They haven't seen each other in 2 years. They go to this little restaurant or whatever to sit down, little diner or whatever. Uh, look like a little Puerto Rican diner, Spanish diner, because the waitress come over there after Angel, basically was trying to say, "I'm getting married. Okay, I'm getting married." And I thought I was getting married and I wanted you to walk me down the aisle and all this stuff. He was like, basically, "I don't think your mom would be okay with this. I don't know if I'll be okay with this because, it's still weird for me to know that you're with a man or whatever. And my son is walking around here in dresses and stuff like that." That's what he said. And saying that, "Is it even legal or whatever? How does that work? Two men getting together?" She was like, "Bitch, I'm a woman. That's first of all." And I can understand, because especially back then, there wasn't that much information about transgender and about being gay fully out there like that, that was widely available like it is now. Now there's more education on it. Now you can Google and stuff like that. And even though we still have parents and people that does have a hard time coming to terms with it, they know more information to look up on it. It's readily available. Whereas back in the early 90s and stuff like that, 80s, 70s, 60s, it wasn't readily available like that. And people had a hard time understanding it. And, especially whichever nationality or culture you come from, they probably shun that stuff, okay? And so at this point, when the waitress do come over there, he was like, "This is my beautiful, this is my daughter." He did acknowledge Angel as his daughter, but he still said that he don't think that he can do it with her. Like he sat there as Angel gave him a pack of money. Like that money, that envelope of money was thick, okay? And you still say that you couldn't accept it. And you can't force somebody to accept you for who you are. They have to come along themselves, okay? Because if you're forcing it, sometimes that shit might not be genuine, and they're just telling you what you want them to hear, what you want to hear, instead of how they truly feel. And so on the one hand, I'm pissed off that the daddy felt that way, but on the other hand, I'm glad that he said his truth and he just didn't say what Angel wanted him to say. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, Angel was just like, "After all this stuff, I respected you." And, the whole time I'm coming to the realization that I was looking for this love and respect, and I had it in a man that I'm foolishly was about to let go. Okay. And you just let me realize that. So basically, I don't need you. I already had what I was looking for in Poppy. So she got up, said bye, daddy, gave him a kiss on the forehead. I thought he was going to reject the kiss. You know what I'm saying? I said, please don't do that. But he didn't. He let Angel kiss him on the forehead, and she left out. And, we see Poppy at home with Bertho and talking about just sports and stuff like that. And then Angel comes in very quiet. They don't notice that she's there yet. And they get into this conversation about Bertho was saying, I got something, because Poppy noticed that he was looked like he needed to say something. And he was like, what you need to say? He said, I don't want to say it because you might get mad. He said, don't worry about if I get mad, because people get mad and then we talk about it and it don't matter. Don't make it so that, don't ever think that you can't come to talk to me about anything. And so he said, I still think about mommy, and sometimes when I think about her, it makes me want to cry. And he was like, it's okay to cry. Go ahead and cry. If you need to, do that. I cry sometimes to myself. I cry when I think about Angel, and I cry about this and I cry about that. I said, you know what, Poppy? Everybody needs a Poppy in their life. I said, that is a motherfucking man right there. That is a man and a father. You are raising a child, right? And you only been in his life for how long, bitch? I said, come on with the fundamentals. Yes. I was like, And that's what made Angel come over there and was like, I'm back. Okay, you gonna take me back. I'm sorry. This shit just happened so quick. I'm just sorry and all this stuff. Poppy sitting there, and Poppy always be on the verge of tears when he's with Angel. Bitch, let me tell you something. If shit don't work out, how is Janet and Angel right about now? Okay? And I'm talking about the character name of Poppy. That's his real name. How y'all doing right about now? Y'all still together? Y'all work that shit out. Okay? Because honestly, I don't know if I can go back after being publicly humiliated like that. But I can understand why you probably go back. But it just wouldn't have been me. But if y'all did it, you and India, if y'all ain't connected to nobody no more, I could really see the chemistry. Like, I have never felt the chemistry so strong in fictional characters like this, and actors, that it's amazing. I just want them to get together. And shout out to India Moore, aka Angel, on here. She's gonna be in the new Escape Room movie. Escape Room 2. Okay, so shout out to Mama. All right, it's coming out this summer. Make sure y'all go check it out. I will be. Moving on from that. Bertho accepted her. She was like, hi, I'm the lady that your father was talking about. I said, oh, this is some cute shit. Okay, now this is the pose I like. All right, this is the shit that I'm liking. You know what I'm saying? He gave her some pancakes and they just sat down as a little makeshift ass family. I was like, that's cute as fuck, bitch. Meanwhile, we got Miss Angel go back over there talking to Blanca and Electra and Lulu, and basically, first of all, Lulu head was laid. Okay, I said, bitch, who finally got Lulu head together? Okay, cause y'all done gave her good press. I said that, whatever you call it, that shit was bone straight. And basically, Angel freaking out a little bit about the fact that they gotta go up there to the clerk's office and get the marriage certificates before they can get officially married. You know what I'm saying? And so her passport has a M for male instead of F for female, and so she's just worried about that. Mind you, this is 1994 or probably 95, that probably time has moved on or whatever. And at this point in time, I don't even think the don't ask, don't tell, has that came up yet? Excuse me, that with the military and stuff like that. And I know for damn sure they wasn't giving out marriage certificate to same sex or transgender couples. You know what I'm saying? So, and I got a question on that when it comes to the part. Oh, my nose itching. There we go. But anyway, she was worried about that. And here go Lulu. Lulu was like, bitch, fuck that. I think she wanted her to go up there and do what she had to do to get the marriage certificate no, be real with it or whatever, because Blanca saying the shit, because Electra had to shut Lulu down. I said, Lulu was just giving her little opinion. Here come Electra. No, bitch, we not about to do that, okay? What I can do is I could get the mob up in this bitch, okay? And they can get you some fake ass papers or whatever. They ain't really gonna look at the shit, and if they do, they can see that it's a female or whatever, because listen, at the end of the day, after all the money that I paid on this venue, the money that I paid on these dresses, the money that I threw in, I said, girl, now y'all, a couple of y'all corrected me in comments for last week, because y'all was like, the transgender being with the mob thing, it did happen at least with one person, but she went to jail for embezzlement, and she did give her people a whole bunch of stuff, her girls and whatever, a whole bunch of stuff with the money or whatever. So okay, and I do know that Ryan Murphy do take from real life experiences, and we've seen that throughout all of his shows that he put out, American Horror Story and especially in Pose. So yeah, I was like, all right, I'm gonna have to look further into it. So thank you for sharing me that. But it still just looks like Electra is spending a lot of goddamn money, and she's still living comfortably, okay? And so, at this point, Mother Teresa has to come in, aka Blanca, and say, no, girl, you got to go down there. You got to do this right. You know what I'm saying? Let this be precedent for our community. Because Electra was like, fuck a civil union. We don't want that shit. We want a real ass marriage, okay? That's what we want. And so, whatever Blanca said, it convinced Electra to agree with her, and Angel was like, okay, I'm gonna go down there and I'm gonna do it right, not doing no phony papers, just do it whatever, because Lulu was like, they not really gonna look at the passport or whatever, and if they look at you, they can tell that you're a woman, so fuck it. And I was like, I don't know how this gonna go, but okay, bitch, if that's what you feel like. At this point, Angel, she back over there at the house with Poppy. They going over some stuff. She telling him about the going down there to get the marriage license. He about to go. This is why I think he said he was gonna go get his final fitting. He about to go. And she was like, wait a minute, you not taking Bertho with you? She said, no, you gonna watch him. And when he said that, Bertho looked up at Angel, and Angel looked down at Bertho, and the smile on Bertho's face, I said, bitch, I know that little smile right there. That was a devious ass smile, okay? A devious ass smile. It was simple, and it looked cute or whatever. He was like, and I said, Now, I've been around kids enough to know when they're about to pull some shit. And that smile told me everything that I needed to know. And sure enough, next scene is Bertho got the whole place fucked up, okay? I want Poppy. I want my Poppy. I said, I would have tripped that little boy, okay? Even though... Kids, okay, listen, kids, let me tell you something. I went down a rabbit hole on TikTok, and all them little kids be so fucking hilarious. But anyway, I said I knew he was gonna cut up. Angel had to come. Blanca called Blanca. She talking about I think something mentally ain't right with the boy. I think he got a disorder or something, because he just won't act right. I don't understand. Blanca like, ain't nothing wrong with that boy, okay? You just gotta be a mother, all right? That's all that you have to do. She sit down there, got a little gift for him, talking about what you like to look at. He liked the Power Rangers, and the Black Power Ranger is his favorite because he do all the karate. I said, listen, if you was a 90s kid, you grew up in the 90s, and you wasn't watching the Power Rangers, go Power Rangers, and you weren't watching it, what the fuck was you doing? Girl, you missed out. That was a motherfucking time. Anyway, let me tell you something. It was the Green Ranger, it was the White Ranger, Amy Jo Johnson, Pink Ranger. Let me stop. Girl, I'm finna go down my childhood. We ain't got time for all that. But it was a longer episode, so y'all gonna get a long review, so it is what it is. Anyway, he go out, come back in his little costume or whatever, and they have a good time. Angel is impressed as shit with Blanca. And bitch, did you see when Bertho threw that Lego at him? Threw that Lego at who he threw that? Angel, and Angel threw them seeds or whatever back at his ass. I said, Angel, you ain't had to do that, but that's some shit I would have did, okay? I probably would have threw a ball at his ass. See, listen, now y'all gonna probably be like, I ain't gonna let you around my kids, because you probably gonna fuck them up. I ain't gonna fuck them up. I'm probably gonna give them stern talking to for a second, like, sit your ass down. Okay. Okay, and they probably gonna come back and tell y'all asses that I yelled at them, but I'm gonna be like, yo, okay, because obviously you're not doing a good job. Let me stop. Let me stop. I'm not gonna do that to your kids. I'm not gonna do that to your kids. But anyway, of course, Blanca Mother Dear is there to give more encouragement to Angel and make her feel better about the situation. Moving on from that, we get Lulu. Lulu is at a brand new apartment. Okay, first of all, we know where Lulu was staying at before this. Okay, this is the first time we actually seen her in an apartment of her own. All right, and stuff looks fairly new. And she's looking like she's unpacking, and she looks at a picture of Candy, and that's one of the reasons why she told, like, last week when or whatever it was, yeah, last week, she had blurted out to Alexa the reason why she was doing the drugs and going through what she was doing was because she was the closest to Candy, and it was affecting her. Her death was still affecting her. And so, she got the picture of Candy, and then this nigga come in, and it's Jerome, the bodyguard from the club or whatever, and I was like, all right, Lulu, this one what I was expecting, but y'all a cute little couple. Now, is he black or is he Dominican? Because the black Dominicans don't think that they black, okay? That's what I just really want to know. That's what I just really want to know. But I ain't finna start nothing, but I just put it out there because y'all is in New York and y'all the main one. Let me stop starting shit. Y'all niggas black, okay? But anyway, como estas? Nosotros. Gracias. Let me stop playing. Let me stop playing for somebody to get offended. Let me tell you something. I love me some. Girl, let me stop. Ooh, I be putting my tea out there too much. Anyway, so listen. He come up in there. Lulu like, you gotta go get your tux and all that shit. He was like, bitch, I thought you said that the wedding was over with. She was like, no, I told you that it was still going. He throws a fucking fit, and she was like, he said, bitch, first of all, I didn't ask to be up in this house, okay? I was fine where I was at. Electra had got in the apartment. He's still on drugs. She said, bitch, I told you we ain't finna do this shit, okay? If you gonna be with me, no more. No more of that. And she got a 1-month chip. I said, okay, so Lulu really did went to rehab and, she got that together. I said, all right, so I'm glad for her. And I am so glad that she did not become weak for this man, okay? Because we sometimes be so wanting to be loved that we will allow the fucked up shit to happen to us that another person is giving us just to say that we have somebody. And Lulu said, fuck that. If you can't accept what I'm saying, you can either stay and stop or you can fucking keep going and leave. The nigga got his shit, and she said, bitch, you forgot one thing. Give me my motherfucking key back. I said, that's right, Lulu. Fuck that nigga, you can get another one, a better one, okay? Mind you, Electra didn't like his ass anyway. She already said the nigga was fucked up. But hey, it is what it is. Sometimes you gotta learn. So we see Angel and Poppy go down to the clerk's office, and mind you, Angel had already had a dream that they had clocked her. And so they go down there, they had the application filled out, and the lady was looking at, they making small talks about the kid and, about going to Disney World and all this stuff. And she looks at Angel passport, and at first she was like, oh no. And I said, wait a minute, bitch, what's going on? What's going on? They about to clock her and they about to say no. And at this particular point, she said, we forgot one thing. You needed to sign right here and talking to Angel. And I was like, oh, okay. Now, at this point in time, I'm just confused because, correct me if I'm wrong again, or just enlighten me because I don't know. Were people who were trans and especially female or woman presenting or who can pass as either, were they actually being able to slide through and get marriage certificates like this? Cause they was literally granted a real ass marriage certificate, and they wasn't this what we was fighting for. Like marriage equality didn't come in, and the Marriage Act didn't come in until the 2000s. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, wait a minute, is this real? Like, cause I'm here to say that shit like that don't happen. It was in the 90s, so could some people actually pass through, slip through the cracks like this? Put it down in the comments. I gotta go do my research. But they got their little certificate. Pray Tell still doing what's her name, dress and everything, and she comes up with a design for the quilt or whatever to put up there, and it was the live serve work. You know what he say at the beginning of of Pose when the episode comes on. I thought that was cute. So they had that moment, and then let me fast forward because I just hope I'm getting everything. It's time for the wedding. Everybody show up. We got Poppy up in the you know, Electra got this big fancy place. It's like you can tell that it's money. Like she spent money for it. Okay. Poppy is in the little den room or whatever, parlor or whatever, and the men come in there. Pray tell, Ricky, Lamar. I said, Lamar. Now I know you Angel cousin, so that's the reason why you there. But with this group, what the fuck is going on? And so at this particular point, they start talking or whatever, and Poppy was like, "Pray tell, why you got these glasses on? It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. What's going on?" And so Pray tell, remember he told Blanca that he didn't want anybody to know. So he took the glasses off and they immediately look at his eye, and Ricky immediately starts to get choked up, and he said, "Don't cry, okay? I don't want nobody crying. I don't want nobody saying nothing. We ain't finna be sad. This is your day. This is Angel Day. You know what I'm saying? And what we're not gonna do is not make it about me, okay? It is what it is. Chuck them tears up." And so Ricky tried to change the subject, and Poppy was trying to get his vows together. He stands up, give a speech talking about how he didn't have too many people coming in on his family side because he didn't make too many connections, and what in the Spanish culture or whatever, what people think what a real man is, and how they came in and they became his family and they accepted that who he was, and the way that they needed to live their life, and said that it wasn't wrong, and y'all showed me what a real man's supposed to be. Bitch, I'm sitting here getting choked up. I was like, oh no. Like there was many a times throughout this episode that I was sitting here just tearing up a little bit, okay? I said, bitch, I ain't finna let the tear fall, but I teared the fuck up. You know what I said? But when it came to that vow shit, girl, I had questions and I was in my feelings as well, okay? Listen. So, Angel was getting ready with the girls. She got Electra, Lulu, Blanca, and they're getting her together, and they're going by the tradition, okay? Something old, something borrowed, something blue, something old, something new. All right. And so for Blanca, she gives Angel her mother's cooking book for the something old. You know what I'm saying? And then Electra gives her a mink coat, a white bone straight mink coat, and she just, tells her about the fact when she got kicked out of her mother's home, she left with nothing, and when she worked the piers and she got enough money, that was one of her first big purchases that she got, was that mink coat that kept her warm because she had to sleep on the piers at one particular point, and she went and got her something like that. Lulu gave her her 1 month sobriety chip, and she was very happy with that. Also, for something old, or something borrowed or something like that, Electra had gave her Candy's hanger, not hanger, but hammer, and we see Candy playing the piano. Now earlier, see, they took me down. They took me down, bitch. I said, y'all not finna do this because I already know what's finna happen. Because they was telling Poppy. Poppy was like, I ain't know what I was gonna say. And he was like, they was like, nigga, you always saying some stuff. You always saying sweet stuff or whatever to Andrew. Now you having a hard time coming up with your vows. He said, yeah, but now I gotta top that shit. Bitch, while he was giving that speech to them, Cubby walked up in all white. I said, he was really pretty. I said, this is the Cubby I want to remember. You know what I'm saying? Perfectly coiffed. Anyway, and then at this particular moment with Angel, we get a flash. Candy sitting in that lavender. She looked beautiful. And she was like, bitch, keep this, because even though, Poppy be doing his thing or whatever, sometimes the little Dominicans and the little Spanish boys want to get out of place or whatever, and I had to fuck me up in many a trays, okay? And you gonna have to do what you gotta do with this thing. It was so touching. I said, yes. Y'all not gonna do this to me tonight. I said it's too late for me to be up in my feelings, bitch. And so at this particular moment, they had a little prayer and it was fine. We see all the family and everyone from ballroom come sit down in their tuxes and their dresses and stuff that Electra got them, and they're coming and sit down. And then here comes who comes down there? Blanca, I believe she comes down, and Lulu and them, and then we get Ricky walking Pray Tell down because he blind a little bit, and I was just mad because he was on the cake, but they all look good, they look beautiful. And then Electra came down. Bitch, everybody walking slow to the beat or whatever. And then Electra comes down. Bitch, Electra had to stunt, bitch. I said, this ain't no runway. Electra said, yes, the fuck it is. I said, oh, okay. And then Berto came out as the little ring bearer. I was like, oh. It was really, really cute. And so at this point, Pray Tell Angel comes down. Now let me just tell you what really choked me up when everybody was coming down. It was the orchestras playing Vanessa Williams' Say the Best for Last. Y'all be sleeping on Vanessa Williams, okay? Listen, Vanessa Williams, that girl. Let me just tell you that. I said, no, y'all not finna do this. So when they get down there, Angel comes out there to the wedding song, whatever that, the traditional wedding song. And she looks beautiful, dress was simple enough. Wouldn't have been my choice, but it was still beautiful because it's Angel. And she gets up there. Pray Tell starts officiating the wedding, and they said that they was finna do their vows. Of course, Angel, beautiful vows. Just talking about how Poppy meant the world to her. He's always been there for her, even though she's done times where she didn't fucked up a whole lot. I said, "Oh, you gonna curse in your vows like that?" I said, "Y'all ain't in no church, so okay, you good." But at this point, she's just bearing her soul and being real and true about it, right? Now, I'm sitting here like a little bit, I teared up a little bit. I was like, it was real because when Poppy saw Angel, he was about to break. And I was just thinking, like, if I ever get married, I ain't saying I am, but if I was to ever get married, I already know. Once I see my bride come down the aisle, I'm going to tear up. And then once I start saying those vows, because I'm going to write my own shit. I'm gonna boo-hoo, okay, bitch? I'm gonna boo-hoo, bitch. Y'all already fucking know. I'm just letting you know now. If you get invited, I'm just letting you know. Just bring your tissue, because Ashley gonna go there, okay? Y'all ain't never seen me bare my soul, bitch. I'ma bear it then. But, anyway, so he was looking like he was gonna cry throughout the whole time. I said, let them tears flow, boy. Let them tears flow. Next thing you know, Poppy finna get ready to say his vows, right? He started reading off the paper. And I was like, what is this? This shit sounds familiar. And then Chris and Blanca Boo was like, is he reciting the lyrics to I Swear? And then all of a sudden... Poppy was like, you know what? I can't do this. I said, sir, what the fuck is going on? Next thing you know, he starts singing, I swear, okay? I said, oh no, this what we gonna do? I said, if he had a little vocal training, he could actually do a little something, because he had a little bit in there. He was a little pitchy and offbeat at parts, but we can tighten that up. We can tighten that up. And then Ricky was playing background singer. I said, bitch, no, y'all not finna do this. And then he stepped down, get in the middle of the aisle, and everybody started singing into it. I said, not a concert at your vow. I said, so what's the vows? Your vows are not these lyrics, are they? But he got up there and he said, listen, I take you to be my wife and forsake any and everybody else over your ass, okay? That's what it is. It is what it is. You my wife. Let's put these rings on. And I was like, oh, that was simple as shit. I said, that was cute as fuck, though. It was cute as fuck. And of course, they kissed. And it was so cute to see Berto covering his eyes up when they kissed and all that stuff. And after that, of course, they go out and Electra has gotten Mercedes for Berto, not Berto, for Poppy. Okay, she was like, I got everybody else something, you got something too. And Bertha was like, we about to go to Disneyland. I was like, oh, you finna take them too? Girl, on your honeymoon? Okay, you know. So y'all really dedicated to this family like shit. And I loved it. They pulled off and then we see them on the beach. They had to been like in California. So he was on the beach, whatever. This guy comes up and was like, them yours? And he was like, yeah. And he was like, yeah, these mine too. And at first I thought the dude was about to say something fucked up. But that wasn't where it was gonna go, okay? And I said that was really cute. It ended with them just playing on the beach and building sand castles and writing their names in the sand. It was just beautiful. If only shit really act if only shit really went like that all the fucking time, bitch. The world would be a beautiful ass place. Excuse me. Have happy endings like that. I wish that for everybody. Even everybody that's watching, I wish y'all a fucking happy ending. Cause bitch, that just lifted my spirits up, okay? That was some beautiful ass shit. Anyway, y'all tell me how y'all felt about Pose. Once again, next week will be the series finale. Pray tell was in a hospital bed. That's they really gonna take him out. Not ready. I'm not ready. And prepare yourself. It's gonna be 2 hours long. Okay, so, woo. Anyway, y'all tell me how y'all felt about this episode. I felt a little bit better about it than last week. You guys tell me how you feel, and I will see y'all later. Peace and enjoy your holiday and be safe.